What have you seen as the most, and last question, what have you seen as the most effective for inbound leads specifically? Has it been like
Yeah.
podcasting? Has it just been LinkedIn? Has it been the website? Any other efforts that you guys are doing?
For us, it's probably, I mean, the volume of leads that we get is largely tied to LinkedIn, but
Hmm.
it is, it's not only LinkedIn though. Every single time we have a prospect in our funnel, or even someone that like we have a top target list. So maybe we have 25 companies that we really want to work with.
Hmm.
We'll go and we'll add all of the decision makers at those companies into my LinkedIn. Will interact on their content. Then my content will be showing up on their feed. So
Right.
it's not that LinkedIn is always driving the leads, but it's reinforcing our value until they want to talk to us.
Hmm.
I don't think that I think that looking at every marketing activity as a lead source is a mistake, right?
Right.
I don't think that leads come from every single marketing activity. And sometimes it's awareness building or trust building, or it's
Totally.
helping speed up the sales process, but it's not actually generating leads. It's interesting because, like, when HubSpot started preaching inbound marketing, however many years ago, it was a lead generation thing.
Yeah.
And that's something that we have had to kind of back out of a little bit too, is talking about marketing generated leads versus marketing generated revenue, or looking at intent. I don't know. There's a lot of changes happening right now.
There
And I
is
think
a
it's a
lot of
really,
changes. Even
I
Google's making a
know,
lot of changes too.
I
So
know.
we've
It's an
been getting
interesting,
inquiries around page speed, right? Because page speed matters. So we've
yeah.
been getting a lot of that too. So Google's changing, HubSpot's changing, the marketing's changing. Like what's going to be the next big thing, right? Everyone's looking for the thing ahead. So
Mm-hmm.
this is exciting.
Totally. Yeah, it's been cool too, watching people try to like re-crack email marketing in the last year or so too, because so many companies started sending. I think I read that last year they sent like 8 billion more emails than in 2019, which is an insane number.
It
Don't
is.
quote me on that, but I think it was close.
Yeah.
Um, and so it's like really only the best email marketers are getting to the inbox and are getting through. So it's like re-examining, how do we send good emails and what makes people
Yeah.
open? What makes a good email? Like
Totally.
I was asking my team what I should send out in my weekly newsletter, and their response was, "Are newsletters even effective anymore? Like, why are you sending a newsletter?" And I
I
was like,
thought that
"Ooh,
too. I thought that
I
too. I was
yeah,
like,
I
I'm
like
using Asana as a project management tool. Yeah, I was like, email's dead. And then I saw all
yeah."
these statistics on infographics. I'm like, it's still like the number two. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, wow, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, and we got into, my team's so cool because they'll be like, they're not like, "Oh yes, boss, you're sending a newsletter. Here are our ideas." They're like, "Well, why are you doing that?"
It'll challenge you.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's really cool because it's like I'm looking at my strategy and how it's different than a typical newsletter. It's not like
Right.
a roundup of crappy content, which a lot of newsletters are. It's like a weekly letter that makes you think, that digs a little deeper than my LinkedIn content, and therefore it's different and has so far been getting a good response. But it like makes you think through all of that, not just like, let's start a newsletter and send out all of the things we published on our blog. That
Hmm.
doesn't, we kind of have to rethink everything right now to get people's attention. It's a very interesting environment.
It is. Now, do you have your personal blog? And if I subscribe to your blog, that's considered the newsletter because you'll send me the email once certain blogs are posted.
I don't post too much on my personal blog. I should post more. I'm actually writing longer form content just for my email list.
Got you.
It's kind of like a blog, but kind of not. Go sign
Hmm.
up for it and you can check it out.
I
Um,
will.
it's definitely, I mean, it is kind of like a blog, but it's very straightforward. It's very like make you think content. So like the last one, I talked about how a video that I put up on TikTok went like semi-viral, and people
Hmm.
kept saying, "How do you find the time to grow a business?" And so the last week's letter was about how time isn't something that you find, it's something that you make, and how to go about actually making time for yourself to do the things that you want. So there's a little
Hmm.
bit of like mindset work there, and then a little bit of tactical, like, here's what I did to find the time to grow a
Hmm.
company with a baby at home while I was working full time to start.
Right.
So it's kind of like all of my stories and learnings intertwined together. It's been fun
That's
to write so far.